Hello, Dustin here. Today we're going to talk about using Event Viewer in Microsoft 2008 Server Edition. So let's start out with how to open Event Viewer. The easiest way is just to click Start and then start typing Event Viewer. If you want to actually find it, you can go to Control Panel, Administrative Tools, and there it is, Event Viewer there as well. I already have mine open, so regardless of how you open it, here's what it's going to look like when you first open it. This gives you a basic overview of how many errors you've had. If you notice in this area here, it has errors, warnings, and information, events that were recorded for the last hour, the last day, last week, etc., and the total amount. But that's not really very informative. Where you're going to use or find yourself most of the time when you enter into Event Viewer is under the Applications tab. That's under the Windows Logs and then Application. I have mine sorted by the level of error that is being reported. When you first open it, it will more than likely be sorted by date and time instead. So let's go back to the level just so I can show you the different levels, which are error, warning, and then down at the bottom we have information. The information just means that program was programmed to report some sort of an event. The warning is some sort of low-level error or an event of a stronger consequence that it feels that you need to know about. And then you have your actual errors, so let's take a look at one of those. Like, for instance, this application reported an error, and this one is actually very informative. Some of these aren't very informational, but this one's easy to read. It says Microsoft Visual Studio was unable to read this file right here, and it says verify that this file exists. Now this also tells me that E was the drive, and that was my CD-ROM drive. So basically, during the installation, it was unable to find this file. My Visual Studio is working fine, so this is not something that I need to worry about. All of your applications that are specifically programmed to report events will report to this Event Viewer Application tab. You also have a Security tab, so let's open that up. And here we can see basic information about security events. We have a lot of information about log-offs and log-ons. We actually turn that on by going back to Administrative Tools, opening up Local Security Policy. When you first open it up, you'll need to expand Local Policies and go to Audit Policy, and there it lets you change from no auditing to auditing success or failure of many events such as log-on, log-off, privilege changes, etc. So we've already enacted those, so we can now see who logs on and when they log on our computer. The last time someone logged off on this computer was at 11:35 on 9/22, so that gives us basic information of when this computer was last used. Under the System tab, we have information that directly relates to operating system errors and warnings, and there's several here. The one that's at the top and already highlighted is a driver sends to Microsoft OneNote. Required for the printer is unknown. Contact administrator to install the driver. So basically it means OneNote had trouble printing, and it tells us the source was our terminal services, which are related to the printer. It gives us an event ID. Things like that are very useful if you don't know what something means. You can usually get on Google, put in the event ID, maybe the source, maybe even an exact copy of the error, and generally someone else has had this error and will tell you about it. Also have a print Spooler warning. It says our document writer was deleted and no one will be able to use this printer anymore. That's no big deal because we didn't use our XPS document writer anyway. So it's just a basic overview of events that are going on with the operating system, security events, and applications. The last thing I want to show you is over on the side. You have the ability to save logs, open logs, find, which is useful if you're looking for a specific error related to a program source, or maybe even by the event ID number or date. And then you can refresh while you're in here to make sure that you're looking at the latest information. So that's a basic look at Microsoft Windows 2008 Event Viewer, and it's pretty much the same in most versions of Windows. This is a good basic look at how to use it, and hopefully it'll help you solve your Windows problems.